Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review tonight. Movie, very excited. The Man in the White Van. I don't know how many of you have heard of this movie so far. Judging by the number of ratings, 322, not many people have. It is a 6.0 on IMDb. It just got released. Today is the Tuesday for me when you're watching this, January 7th. It just got released on demand, video on demand. You can get it in a lot of different places. I think it's on Apple. It's definitely on Amazon. Here's the big thing. It's Legion is the I don't know what the people who make this film, the company behind it all, and it's owned by the fans. So a while ago, I'm sure everybody, because I post movie content, maybe I got like, hey, you should be a part of this and invest in Legion movies. And I was like really interested in it. There's a lot of good people involved in it, but the idea is that the fans are fully involved. It's like something I'm dreaming of doing. Like wow, that'd be cool. I don't know the whole depth of it all. It came at a bad time for me. Like, I don't have any money to invest. I don't have any coming in, so I don't have any going out. But I really am interested in it. It sounds cool. So I am going to look into it a little bit deeper, so look for more videos on that if you really care, or Google it. I'm sure that's all I'm going to do and tell you what I find. But this is the first movie I'm seeing by them, so I'm excited. Sounds pretty interesting. So, in a quiet family town in Florida, 1974, an ominous white van stalks a young girl, and her parents' disbelief leads to a terrifying Halloween nightmare. So it's crazy, because you think in childhoods in the 80s, maybe even in the 90s, that was the biggest thing. Like, stay away from white vans. People in white vans would go around neighborhoods and kidnap kids. I mean, like, I think they got more sophisticated now, but that was it. Back in the day, you had white vans around your neighborhood. If you saw a white van, you were running. So, like, a little connection there for me. Exciting about the, movies made by fans or owned by fans, okay? I'm not done yet. So, Madison, Wolfe, name sounds familiar, I'm not sure. Bassinger, I don't know her. Larter, she's in it. Friday Night Lights, the movie. She was also in Heroes for a Spirit of Time. Astin is in it. Goonies, right? Rudy, Stranger Things. And then I lost the last one. There's one other person that my daughter said she knows, Shia Jackson. So a lot of good people in it. So it's not, you got some good actors in it. At least some people that I know that I'm excited to see. So we'll see here. I'm just trying to see. I Killed Giants, Trafficked, and Malignant was Madison Wolfe, so I have seen her in some things. They're the three films that I rated with her in it. So there you go. Excited. You can tell I'm an hour and 45 minutes long. Let's see. This is going to help maybe push me forward, and I'm going to want to be a part of it anyway. But hopefully this ramps it up and maybe make you want to be a part of all this. Maybe not. I don't know. Stick around. I'll at least tell you how the movie is. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Man in the White Van, and I think it's a great watch. I do. I think they do a great job. There's a couple of notes I have, and I'm always hypercritical on movies I really enjoy. And we'll talk about that, but I mean, overall, I thought it was really great. I think I am, I don't want to say biased, but, partially excited because of everything that I mentioned before about, the Legion, about the connection, about, all of this stuff. So, and I like the actors in it. So Allie plays the mother, and Sean plays the father of this family, right? They're also both executive producers on it, whatever. And I do have to correct a couple of things. I said Allie Larter was in Friday Night Lights, the movie. She was not. Maybe she was as an extra or something like that, but I meant to say Varsity Blues. So, if you caught that in the beginning, thanks, appreciate it. But yeah, she was in Varsity Blues. And the other thing, I want to correct IMDb. It read in there, it said 1974. Now, what happens here is they jump out 1970, right? And they show a little something. They introduce, like, the theme. And then they jump to 1975. And that's really where the family, Sean and Allie's character and their family, they have 2 girls and a young boy. I have 2 girls and a young boy. Anyway. And, so that's where they jump, where she is so the older sister is like, the prom queen, good at school, you know, the goody two shoes kind of good, and the younger girl is she rides horses. She likes to get dirty. She doesn't want to wear dresses, that kind of thing. But she doesn't get a lot of attention, so sometimes she makes up some stories to get some attention, right? And the little boy's just a little boy that, you know, whatever. And so this is what they're setting up for you in 1975, not 1974, as they say. And it's because of this, as this white van starts coming around, nobody believes her because she makes up stories. And so she keeps saying it, she keeps stressing out, she thinks bad things are going to happen, but nobody believes her. And Skai Jackson is her friend in school, was the other person I knew in this. Anyway, what they do is they start in 1970, jump to 75, and then they roll it forward. Like they're showing what the white van does year after year after year, leading into 1975, present day of the film, right? And so all of that I thought was really well done, except for the time mistake on IMDb. Hopefully they correct this. I'm sure they watch all of my reviews. And I thought it was great. And I think a lot like the third act, or, you know, the final conclusion type stuff, very, very intense. And I felt there was a point in the second act, I guess, where it drug on a little bit, and I wanted to get in. Let's get it moving. I felt that. But then when we get moving again, it's really like yelling at the TV. You know what I mean? Like, good stuff. So, you know, like I said, it hit a lot of different, I don't know what you call it, for me, you know, a lot of pieces for me. So definitely worth a watch. I'm glad. If I have money, come across money, this is something I want to invest in. If this is the kind of stuff that they're going to put out, I'm not sure what it was, you know, budget-wise for them. Oh, it's cool. They list all the investors here. This is based on a true story. I'm interested in how, you know, I mean, like, I know the white van. Oh, they have some, I don't know, this music is going on now. The post-credit scenes. The post-credits, or the credits that roll, were pretty neat. There is a post-credit scene in a sense. I know we always call it post-credits, but it normally happens during the credits. But anyway, as the credits are rolling, they show some footage. So I was watching all that, and then they do a little bit more. It's all for the National Center of Missed and Exploited Children. So all of that goes towards that. But it's listing all the people who are involved in Legion right now. So another cool thing. So, wow, they're showing more. I gotta have to pause it here because I don't want to miss out on what I'm missing. So there is a lot more here as we're rolling through all the names of everybody. So someday you'll see my name up there, hopefully. But really cool. I forget where I was going. I don't know what the budget was. It doesn't seem like it was a very high budget. I mean, I bet you the two actors probably took up a lot of the budget, but well done. You can't tell that it was a low budget film. It's not like it was poorly shot or there was not good score behind it or music. I think it all works. And some of the, you know, the moments with the music and like hand movements were pretty cool. All right. So I will say a little bit more about it now. As you can tell, I really enjoyed this film. I think it's worth watching. I'm recommending everybody get behind this movement. But before I cut you loose, I do want to say a little bit more open about it. So spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet. I know I want to talk about based on a true story, but I'll come back to that really quick. What I wanted to say a little bit more about this is I felt the end was very intense, but I don't know, and I don't research, you know, the whole white van based on a true story. This did happen. These kinds of things not only happened, I believe they say in Florida, but it happened everywhere. People went out, got white vans, and abducted kids, right? Back in these days, 70s and 80s, maybe even in the 90s. It was bad, right? But my thought of all of this was they were calculated, but not overzealous, if you will. They would sit, watch children, figure out when to go get them, grab them, throw them in the van, gone, right? The one knock on this movie is the fact that, you know, he just kept doing and teasing and making it, you know, I didn't know that white vanners would do that. I would think that, yes, they would stalk, but he was like playing with her a little bit. And then ultimately getting out, breaking into the house, all of that kind of stuff. Felt like, is that really what they did? And maybe they did. I didn't know that. I just thought they were cowards and hid in their van and grabbed when they could and then took off, not like getting out and doing something like that. So that was the one thing. But that, as I said, it's based on a true story, so I'm sure they took some liberties. I'm not saying that part was that was one of the liberties, but you know, I wonder how much of it is true. Maybe this person did get out, but I always heard of stories of exactly what I kind of described. So that's why. And one thing I want to talk about, and also relate it back to a true story, there was no words at the end besides, you know, donating to the missing children and you know, that kind of thing. But now there's post-credit scenes here. So I'm going to take off for the night. Definitely check this out. I'm going to give it an 8 because I think it deserves it. Just for everything that I said. And some people might disagree if they don't have the background. Now you do. So check it out. Let me know what you think. And if anything interesting happens here, I'll jump back. But if not, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.